It is 11 o'clock, you guys, and I am live on Facebook today. Hey, I am Jana Marie. I serve brands with strategy and a killer photo and template membership to help you match your heart with your brand. As a visual identity expert and a visual communications major, I understand how important it is to have custom branded photos of your business or your personal brand and custom templates and custom design. But let's be honest, we can't all afford that. We most definitely can't afford someone to design every little thing that we need throughout the year or take customized branded images of our behind the scenes or maybe just a new product we want to post on Instagram. One of our favorite softwares is Canva right here. And I'm going to walk you through how to get started and then some quick, getting started tips so you guys can dive right in and start elevating your visual identities in no time. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to make sure that we don't have any comments coming in. Okay, let me just pull this over here to the side just in case we have some comments. If you guys have anything while I'm working, let me know. And here, let me pop this out. Just let me know in the comments and I can try to peek over there and answer those. Okay, so I have created a Canva account already under all of my emails. I am already logged in, so I am going to open quickly an incognito window. Let's head to canva.com. This is the software that we use for our stock up template membership. We design everything in here. So if you are a member and you're watching today, this is how you're going to get started signing up for a free account so that you can use our templates. If you're just watching and you want to walk along with us, that is awesome. So let's go ahead and click sign up. I'm hoping I can sign up with Facebook since I'm in an incognito window. Let's just see if this will let me. You're going to go ahead and sign up with email or Facebook or Google of your choice. Of course, it just went ahead and signed me in. So it's going to ask you a series of steps. What do you do, et cetera, et cetera. And then you're going to have to go and check your email and accept the account you just signed up for. So once you have actually logged in and gone through those steps, this is what it's going to look like. Now, again, learning new software can be overwhelming. So I'm hoping to simplify that for you. Before you do anything, before you just start diving in and looking at all these cool things, let's go ahead and look at your toolbar on the left. The very first thing I tell people to do is to click on the brand kit. Now, if you're a personal or business brand and you have your color palette, you have your fonts, you have those things, great. This is where we're going to plug them in. If you are a little confused, or maybe you're an early business or just a personal brand and you don't know what color schemes and fonts connect with you yet, I'm going to show you guys a quick, fun little tool that Canva offers. If you go to features at the top, this is what it looks like. And we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. Oh, you're going to just die. Click on palette generator right here. This is so incredible. So Canva has created this tool to pull colors from photos to give you that quick color palette. So maybe you're working on a project and you need a color palette from a photo, or maybe you're trying to find your brand identity. If you guys scroll down, they have already created palette ideas and color combinations so you guys can kind of see these quickly and you're not having to do this on your own. And they have tons more, thousands more. The neatest part about this is that, one, you can go ahead and copy. It's going to give you the hex code, which is that color for you to use in Canva or on your website. You just copy it, and then we're going to go back to our brand kit and click add, and then paste it right in here. Do you see how that popped up? So say you love all of these colors. I'm going to copy that again, add that in, and keep going, of course. Now, if you, oops, there we go. If you do not want these colors, of course, you click this X and it deletes them. I already have my brand colors in here, but again, I'm going to walk you through as if I have started this new account. Another cool thing, if you want to upload an image, maybe you have an image that really resonates with you. Gosh, you're just in love with this kind of mid-century vibe, this color, you know, vibe happening. So if you upload an image, it will pull some of those colors from your photo. How neat is that? And it gives you a mood board right here. So you can select, of course, a whole bunch of other photos of yours, and it does the same thing. It will auto-generate those colors and give you the hex code. So if you want to start building your brand colors, there you go. And then put them right in here. Of course, if you're a brand, you want to upload your logo. And then over here, I have not put in my fonts yet. So I'm going to show you how to do that. This is for a heading, of course, a subheading, and then body. Now, what this brand kit is so awesome for, and why I think you should do this first, is because when you go to design things, on the left side, you're going to be able to just quickly grab these colors and not have to go search for them. And the same thing with your fonts. So I'm going to type in for a title, cormorant. I never know how to say this, cormorant. And then you can select the size if you want it bold or italic, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and do medium. And then maybe for my body, I'm going to do the same thing, but light. So they don't have to all be the same font. I'm just showing you quickly what that looks like. And when I'm designing something and I drop in a font, I can just click heading and this font pops up. I've uploaded all of these too for other projects. So this is where you will upload other fonts. You have to make sure you have permission to use those. So your brand kit here on the left is the first step I would recommend doing. The second thing I would recommend doing is clicking on folders. So again, I've already created multiple folders in here for my business. I have a photos folder. I have my photography. I have a photo booth company. I do some work for other brands, so I have those in here. And then, of course, our Stock Up membership, the design team that I work with, we have all of our info in here. So you might not have all of these folders, but I want you guys to think of hierarchy and start organizing from the start. Because what I did originally when I was working on a template, I would just drop in all of these photos and then I would have to search through thousands of photos before I could find them. And I didn't realize that you could create folders and organize them and find them quickly. So this is how you will create a folder. The top right, click create new folder. Let's maybe say Instagram. Maybe you focus heavily on branding and posting here. So you want to have an Instagram folder. Within that heading or that head folder, you can have subfolders. So I might have social posts for a folder, and I might have photos. Now, if you're working with somebody else, you can add in their email and click if you want them to be able to edit these things, just view or edit and share. I'm not doing any of that right now. I'm just creating the folder. And then what you would do is start organizing your photos that you want to be posting in Instagram right in here. So you would select that. Let's just open some of these. Okay, I have this whole set of stock photos we did last month. Actually, this month for March. So I'm just going to drag these in here for my Instagram photos. That way they're organized. I can even go as far, and this is what I do personally. I have a photos folder, and then within my photos folder, I might organize each set of photos that I upload. So this is a theme in itself that we offer for our Stock Up membership. So I might have, I always label it by their name. So Jamie's Hidden Gems, or whatever we called it. I think Office Gems is the title of this set of photos. So I could make a photo folder for this. I could make another photo folder for maybe our St. Patrick's Day green theme that we have. And then they're being organized from the start. So let me go back to our folders. I will show you what it looks like to already have that done, because I've already started a photos folder. You can see I have YouTube, I have social, I have brands, my photography. And keep in mind, I just started doing this, so I need to go back and organize and put them all in here. I'm trying to save you guys the heartache from the start. So these things are so important. before you start playing and designing, because then you will end up a mess. You don't know where anything is and it's hard to find. So this is what organizing would look like. And of course it would fit for you. This is just how it works for me. Okay, so let's get started with a few other tricks. I'm going to head to some designs that I have already done. So like today, you saw right here, you saw that when we first went live, and I actually designed that in Canva in just maybe under 5 minutes. It was amazing. You can do most of these things in just a few seconds, especially if you have a membership like ours where we offer templates and photos. You can just drag and drop in and it's done in seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and open. Let's work on, let's see. Okay, so this is a mood board that we offer with our membership. So when you've selected a template to work on, it will open and look like this. Now, if you're on the home screen, you don't have templates like me because you've just started. You can scroll through and find tons of things that Canva has set up for you. It's all organized. If you're looking for a presentation, an Instagram post, videos, you can even search. So let's just tons and tons of templates that people have designed already. You find the one that you love. Once you click on that, it opens the same way. So Canva is auto saving. So now that I have opened this, any changes that I make, it will auto save. And any changes I make in here, it will auto save. Do you see how it opened in 2 different windows? Okay, let's show you on this one because this might be easier. This has 1 page, whereas my other one has multiple pages. So say you love this post. Okay, on the left here is your toolbar, and you want to update it to be your, let's say, your branding colors. So when you click on styles, see how my brand colors that I already put in my brand kit are here? That is why it's so important. You can also see my fonts of choice. So if you want to make it fit for your brand, you're going to select the item. Do you see when you hover over how it has that blue box around it? That way you know what you've selected. Let's say I want to change this to my soft pink. Oh, it's going to auto do it for me. Which is another thing that I love. I was going to show you that here in a little bit. It's another quick tip is that it will auto generate a lot of these and you can change it to match your brand. So if somebody maybe loves this template of ours, they're like, gosh, this is so cool, but it doesn't fit in my color palette. You would click on that same thing, styles. You would either select your brand kit and it would change it all for you magically, or you could find one that you love. So let's go a little drastic so you can see how it will change all of this. Let's say we love this. It's going to take these fonts that you see and drop them in automatically and take the colors and drop them in. It's not going to be perfect, so you might want to shuffle it, switch it up and see how you like it. That actually is pretty cool. So see how that totally changed the vibe within seconds? Instead of me having to drop in, select these and change it one by one, I can select this either pre-made Canva mood, or you can select your own brand kit up here and it does it for you. Now, another thing that I love, it's changed this one, but I want to see what it looks like on all of these, because as a stock up template and photo member, we want to make sure you guys are not just finding maybe one post here that you love on Canva. We want to make sure you have a whole bunch that are cohesive and go together so that your brand is visual identity can be elevated. And you're not just left with, man, I love this one, but I don't know what else to post. And now I'm stuck back in that rut of, well, I found one cool thing. I know I had an amazing post one day, but what do I do for the remainder of the weeks or months or even years? It's hard to find something that matches this. So that's why our template membership is so important. We give you all of these and they go together as a theme. So again, maybe you don't like those colors or even the photos, and this is how you're going to swap out quickly. You're selecting this, you shuffled it, you found the color vibe you like. Now I'm going to come down here to the left and click apply to all pages. And Canva magically takes every single page that is open And see how it changed the fonts there? It changed the colors. And I can shuffle again. Maybe I don't like the way that looked. I can shuffle again and it will keep going, dropping these colors into all of these pages. Now I have some dominant colors in the photos that we selected. So you're going to have to drop in your own photos or find Canvas or some from our membership, however you'd like to do that, and drop them in to kind of, match it. Because maybe you're not a pink person, you don't want a pink photo here. Maybe you don't do sustainable things, so you're going to change this to maybe your morning yoga and drop in a yoga photo here. But I just love how quickly this applied to all pages, and selecting your color palette, how fast you can take a whole bulk of templates and make it work for your brand. I just love, love, love it. Okay, so let's say we love all these colors, how they've dropped it in, but the photos aren't working for me. In this one here, I need to reshuffle. I'm not feeling that. No, I'm not feeling that. There we go. Okay. Once you have selected your colors, you guys can click on photos, and this is all of the photography you can find in Canva. If you want to upload things, this is where I was saying to not just take your images and drag them into here. This is what I did for weeks and weeks and months, and now they're so unorganized. If I have to find something, I have to scroll for days. But now that I've learned that I can organize it in folders, if you scroll all the way down to the folders and then go to your photos where we have organized everything, you can then find here's all of our stock up photos and templates. So you can find everything in here. And I kind of feel like this vibe is kind of with this retro color palette. So let me just show you what it looks like to drop in some of those photos. Let's see. And you guys can play, of course. See, there's the font there. So say you don't want to find a photo with blank space or negative space in the bottom left. It might be hard because it looks like any photo that I have, the negative space is somewhere else. But let's say we drop this in here and you love that photo. All you have to do is select this font and drag it and move it. Canva has these guides, as you see the pink that's popping up. So I know that it's centered, and I know that it's centered, both horizontally and vertically. So utilize those tools if you'd like, or you can off-center it however you like. If you want to change the box text, you just grab it here and open it up. Or you change its size here, or you can even change the size up here. Maybe you love this font, you just want a different color. Here's how you change that color, and it's giving you the document colors. Again, Canva is so smart. It's trying to make it easy for you, and this is why I love it. It can be done so quickly. So maybe I want this blue and I want to make it a little bit bigger. Now, personally, I'm not in love with that, but you might be, and so I'm just showing you quickly how to do this. Now let's keep working with our little color palette here. Maybe I'm gonna drop this in, and again, move the font up here. So you can see how that's working. Here's our morning yoga. Now, these photos obviously aren't yoga photos, and it looks like they're kind of on the cloud here. So I need to wait for a second for them to, oh, there it went, pop up. So maybe instead you're saying home organize. And then you have 3 tips to decluttering your personal space. Now, again, I'm walking through this with both personal brands and business brands, and I think it works for both. Let me just see what you guys are saying over here. Hey, I'm glad you're on, Sonia. This is awesome. I'm walking you guys through, I don't know how long you've been here, but how to quickly use Canva to change color palettes and fonts and photos. So currently I've taken what was a stock up template pack for the health gurus, and I'm showing you how you can change that super quick to match your own vibe with your colors. And maybe this is just something you want to do for personal. And so you're just dropping in some, pointers for having a home office or, your morning routine. So look how quickly that transformed when it did look totally different with pinks and a little girlier. So that's one of the things I love. Let's go back to Canva's template that we selected. That same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to change the color palette. Definitely don't like that. I'm going to keep going until I find something. Ooh, that's beautiful. So the reason why we've created our stock photo and template membership is because we want to have a whole bunch of things that are curated for you so that you have an abundant amount of posts or an abundant amount of things to use for social media and website. Canva, you might find one like this and you're like, now what? I love this, but now I've got to go search for more templates that kind of match. And they do a pretty good job telling you within these categories, here's more you might love. It's just kind of, it's a harder workaround. You have to add a page and then see if this fits. And of course, the fonts don't match. So now you're having to select the fonts and match them yourself. Totally doable, still pretty easy. I just love having the option with our membership to have tons more so you guys aren't having to do the work. My whole goal is to create all these things for you because you're not professional so that you can quickly get in, change them to work for you. You have posts ready. That way you guys can keep creating on with your own specialty. Maybe you're an oils girl or you're a health guru or you're a yoga person or, maybe you're a chef and you don't have time to do this. I'm trying to take that stress off and that overwhelm and have all of these options for you just readily available that you can quickly change, work for you, and then you can get back to doing what you love. Anyway, some other quick things that I love about Canva. Not only do they have super simple toolbars, you guys might want to play on your own after this, but there's some really special things that they do that I don't think people are aware of. So let's grab another template that's a little more in depth. This is pretty simple. So I'm going to grab, let's just grab this pretty quick. Now you can post this as a JPEG. I can download it right here as a PNG, a JPEG, and it's ready to go. But if you guys want to spice this up a little bit, if you select the gray area to the left and then click on animate, Canva has already done this for you. Another reason why I love them. If you start to hover over, you can see how these animations can come in on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you're posting it, even your website. So find one that you love. This one's pretty fun. I'm going to select that and you can see what it looks like. So as your viewers are scrolling through Instagram, this is how it's going to pop up for them because now it's a movie. So when you come to download it and export it, download it as an MP4, select the page that you want. Obviously, this does not match the other ones that I did. I'm just grabbing things and showing you. So you're going to want to select page 2 only as you export. And then download it to your favorite location. It's going to pop up and say, where do you want it to save to? Also, like I discussed, organizing Canva, you want to make sure your computer and all of your folders are organized so that you're just not a hot mess trying to find everything for your business or your personal life. I do walkthroughs on our YouTube with how to organize your photos and things, with either your personal life or your photography or your business. Sorry, I'm a photographer. So you can see I have my photography folder and my personal folder and I organize them all the same. So just for kicks and giggles, let's go ahead and click on, see, here's my organization, my hierarchy of most important folders that go into my other ones. Let's just say we're going to put this in the marketing folder and it's Instagram posts. And then whatever it is that you're doing, that's kind of what I label. So say like morning routine was what you just created that for. You're going to save it as an MP4 and it's ready to go. So that is a super, super quick way of making just a simple post look fancy. You can change the time duration, how quick you want it to last. I have done something really cool. Let me show you what that looks like really quick too. have multiple pages of movies. So I'm going to head back to home, go to my folders, because remember, I have organized everything. Now, I've recently organized and I had a mess before this, so it takes me a second sometimes to find where things were. But look, I found it. Okay, at the start of 2021, I did not create this actual post. This was something I pulled from Canva, but I made it my own. I'm going to show you what that looks like and how I made it work with that animation button I just showed you. So I created this from this post that I was inspired by. I wanted this to be on Instagram so people could have a whole bunch of words pop up and they could screenshot, and that word was kind of their word of the year. So I made my fonts my own. I selected that, changed it to my own fonts. As you can see, I had that in my brand kit, but you can also select them here. I dropped in this little animation, and where I did that was under Elements. Elements is a great place to find animated things, or just still icons. You can search anything. You can search shapes. Of course, as you scroll through, you get what I mean. I think I typed in something like stars, animated stars, and this popped up. So now this is making this post a movie. So I could post just this, as I showed you, by exporting it as an MP4, and it would do this. However, I wanted this whole experience, this one post, to be pretty cool. So I added a page. I took the word and copied it, or I guess I did a bigger word. I might have customized it, but you can copy that and paste it, and then you can change it to whatever size you would like. So you can see I did that here, and I selected the colors. Now, every single time I want to duplicate this page to be exact, so I want my font to be in the exact same spot. I want it to have the same type of animation for the same amount of seconds. I just duplicate this here, which is what I did all the way down, and I just changed the word. So double click, we change it to the word of choice, love. Of course, it's all capitals I was doing, and I just kept duplicating and changing my words. Okay, now the neatest part about this, you can see all of these pages that are 0.1 seconds. They're all animated. If you want to click and see what it would look like before exporting, because you don't want to export and think that it's the final version and then find an error, you can come to the top, click this play button. It shows you how long this will be, 5.2 seconds, and you can see what it would look like once you export it. So that's just another great way to add something unique, and let's play it one more time. Just unique and easy for a fun, interactive Facebook post. It's a way to get your audience to participate and comment. So that was something that I did. Now I want to show you one more thing. If you go back to home, of course you can search through anything that you'd like, but if you want to create your own dimensions, come to the top right, create a design. You can select the dimensions of what you're wanting to create, or let's just do a custom size. I'm going to do 5 inches by 5 inches, and then it's going to open a new window for me. Now, if I want to find a photo where maybe you're wanting to create an ad for YouTube, and I want this picture of me, but I don't want the lavender field behind it. So that way I can put some font in the negative space and just have me. This is one of the neatest tricks about Canva. Gosh, I just love it so much. You come to effects, make sure your photo is selected, click effects. One of the first things that pops up is background remover. So when I select that, it's going to auto assume that you want the thing in the foreground, which is closest to the camera, to be the thing that's in your photo or your template here, and it's going to delete that background for you. And I am a visual communications photographic designer major. I before would have to go into Photoshop and by hand take tools to delete the background. Canva has done so much magic for you. Now I can just come in and do that in seconds, and I'm ready to go. So maybe I want to add some text. I can come in and select the text that I mentioned earlier in our brand kit that I set up, or I can scroll down and find just a really neat set of kind of a bundle of fonts that Canva has already selected for you. So let's go ahead and select this. I'll show you what it looks like to customize it. It's got everything grouped. So if you want to ungroup, select ungroup. Now I can change just this. So maybe I want this font to match her dress. Canva, again, auto generates everything. If I select text color, not only do I have my brand kit here, so I can select the brand colors if I want, but it's also pulled all the photo colors. One of the greatest things ever. Boom. In a few seconds, I've matched her dress. I've got this. I can just double select and customize these words to be my own, but everything's set up for me. So maybe I say, join me live tomorrow or today. Join me live today. So you put in your date. Facebook Live starts at 6 p.m. If you like this bundle kit, you can keep it or you can come change it and select the font of choice. But it's already pulled those together for you. So maybe I just want to change the color. So I'm going to go back to the photo colors that it pulled and boom. Now I want to move this up so it's not in her way. And there you have it. You have a post. Now it might not be perfect for what you need. Maybe you want to make this bigger. Maybe you want to play a little. That's totally fine. The whole point of Canva and our membership is to just take away some of that stress so that it's there. Maybe I want to add in something that will stop my audience in their tracks. So I'm going to type in animated sun. Movement is huge when it comes to connecting with your audience. So if you can have a post with some movement, that will help, just pull in their attention. So let's say I just want to select these and move them down here. Well, there you go. I can select all three of these if I'm going to be picky. I want them to align and select center alignment, right alignment, or left. It did not select the whole text box and align it. So I'm going to tidy left and it matches my text box to the left. And maybe I want to make the sun a little bigger. And maybe I don't like that one. Let's go ahead and select this one. And there you have it. You have your graphic that you've created. You're not a professional, but this looks good, and you can export as a movie MP4 and it will automatically move whenever your guests scroll over it on Instagram or even your website, wherever you put it. So the sky is the limit, guys. You can get in here and play. You can, find what works for you. There's just so much to do with Canva. So I hope those tricks worked for you guys. Definitely get in here and play. The other amazing thing is that there's videos as well. So if you need to search videos, maybe you want to take her to the beach. Let's just type in beach really quick. And I will show you how you can find beach videos. Let's see here. There you go. Maybe you want this to be your background. I'm going to position it to the back so it goes behind everything. Move it how I want, which I probably wouldn't use this, but you get the point. You could, even that's kind of pretty. Let's go ahead and delete the sunshine. And maybe I want to make my text go all the way across. Join me live today and centered. Select all of it and center it. I would probably change these if this is the route that I'm taking so you can see it. Make her a little bigger. And you can see she accidentally went behind. So I can select this photo again and position it to back. The reason she did that. So you have to be very careful when you're moving a photo. If you drag it to the actual background of, which is not grabbing now, of Canva templates, it will stick it back there. So what I mean by that, let me find another quick photo. If I drag this over, do you see how it drops in automatically for me as a background? Then you can't resize it. So what I typically do is just click, it drops it over here, and you can resize how you need it. So that's the quickest way to work with photos. Unless you know for sure you want something in your background, then boom, there you have it. So now that she's in my background, I need to put her back. Make her a little bigger. Of course, I did it again. But there you go. Go ahead and save that, export it, and you have a post, guys. I hope this helped. Make sure to leave some comments. Join me on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe so that you can see all of these free trainings and quick tips for Canva and how to elevate your visual identity with photos and templates. So have a wonderful day, guys. Thanks for joining.